Welcome everybody. Today we're gonna learn about the day trading basics. What I'm gonna say here is just for education and not giving you a financial advice. But before anyone trades, I always want you to understand that what a stock is, and also I want you to understand the risk that is involved in stocks and why it is very important to always have a stop loss if you are trading within the day. So, without wasting much time, I want us to learn what day trading basics are, and also you also have to learn the rules before you risk your money. At the end of the day, when you lose it, you're not gonna get back. So, you always wanna make sure that you understand the rules before you risk your money. But want us to start from what is day trading. Day trading is when you buy stock and sell within the same day. Um, the goal is to capture a short-term price moves. Also, you want to use stop loss to control the risk because in as much as you can capture these moves, you can also incur losses. So it is important to have some risk money for the trade. Never you risk money that you cannot afford to lose. For instance, if you have $1,000 in your account, you cannot use that $1,000 to day trade. You wanna make sure that you're using $100 just in case the way you thought the stock was going to go, it doesn't go the way, then you change it. If I'm day trading, what do I look for? My focus mainly is to look for stocks that have low float. And what is a float? A float is a shares um, that is tradable. The company have shares, they want to sell it, they will bring it to the market, and they can have shares that are locked up. Even though they have those shares, you cannot trade it. But this float is a share that's allowed to trade. So I'm looking for companies with that low float, low shares that is tradable. And what is my thinking? It's just a basic economics. It's just demand and supply. When you have low shares, it's easy for stocks to move up quickly. Apart from that, I want to see rare, strong volume. And what is volume? I want to see traders buying shares moving up or if that is moving down. I want to see that one to be strong, not that the stock is trading sideways. And during the day, I also want to see fresh news. I don't want to be dealing with news that is past. So fresh news are better because, for instance, if let's say a company just delivered more than 1,000 brand new cars last 2 weeks, and another company delivers more than 5,000 cars today, which one do you think makes sense in the economic prices? The fresh news that makes sense. Uh, Also, we look at the chart setups. We have the daily candles, we have weekly and stuff. We doing day trading, so the daily candle will always have to be solid green. If it is red, I stay away. What are the entries? When do I think I will get in? It has to be clear in your mind. Either you mark it or not, it has to be clear in your mind. And if I'm thinking that when I get into this stock, it's gonna go up. If this stock goes down against me, when am I gonna get up? And if I make profit, when do I take it? Do I always hold this profit um, forever? Do stocks go up forever or it will drop on me? So these three things, clear entry, clear stop loss, and also clear profits, you always want to have it before you get into stocks. And you wait for your setup. There's no need to chase. I was making comparison like those that go to the farm to do hunting. What do? They don't chase the animals. They go stay somewhere, make sure these animals come into the range before they shoot on target. So it's almost the same. Uh, you make sure that you are not um, chasing, but you want to protect your money, which is rule number one. Protect the money. If you have $1,000 and you don't protect it, you can lose it in the same day because this is day trading. It's not like you're leaving it over there. So the entry, like I said before, price is very important. The stop loss, which you can use mechanically or you can have that in mind, is very important. A profit target, how much do I get that makes sense? Because Let's assume that you work 12 hours, you make $300 working 12 hours, right? You got into stock 5 minutes, you're already 400 or 350. Why are you like still waiting to go to 500, 600, and then by the time you know you already lost? And this stock that you're trading, you spend about an hour or less than that. Meanwhile, you make $300 spending 12 hours. You have to. And then when it comes to shares, it's very, very important. Why are shares important? Because if you have $1,000 and you put all in one stock, and then you are losing, you're gonna be your way of thinking is gonna change. Okay, you're not gonna be rational in thinking. But if you put $100 on it and you're losing, the size of the loss is very small. So yeah, definitely it will give you a room for you to think where to get out and not to get out. No stop loss. You say no trade, especially when it's daytime. Pre-market, you don't have any means to put stop loss or um, uh, stop loss in pre-market or after hours. Okay, so if you are not very, very familiarized or very experienced in trading, you avoid pre-market and also avoid after hours. Now, how do I find stocks in the morning to trade? I look for stocks. Prices are mostly between $1 to $10. That is not to say that when I see price below $1, and I think that the stock has some potential to make me, I don't take a trade. I do, which sometimes you're gonna see me trading live and see all those things. But also I look at the relative value. But sometimes because I'm looking for stocks that I already have top gainers, the relative value before that stock became a top gainer, it has already broken those rules. So that's one of the things. And I look at stocks also with low flows. Like I said, stock with less tradable shares in the market, so that when there's news, everybody want to grab some, and that will triple the stock in a split second. So in intraday, you can have stock that goes up 100%, 200, 300, 700,000, 2,000, 5,000% in a day. This is maybe way back. What will make this stock move up when there's a news? There's a lot of things that you have to look to. Fresh news as a catalyst, I mentioned that, very, very important, because if the news has passed as a day trader, you want fresh news. Sometimes the old news can bring the stocks up, especially if that day you don't have any news, excuse me, news that is going on, but you need a fresh news and you need a strong pre-market movement. What does that mean? That means that before the market open, a lot of people have to see this stock. A lot of people have to trade it very, very strong. So when the market opens, this is the very same stock that people traders were looking at before the market opened. So they have also the strong sense of this stock could go up. So a lot of them are going to trade. So you have a higher probability making money out of this stock. Trade quality setups, not every move. Like I told you, if you were a hunter and you go to the forest and you have 3 bullets, do you think you're gonna start shooting? No, you're gonna sit there, pay attention, quietly, make sure that whatever target that you want to shoot comes into your range before you shoot it. You don't just go ahead on this. On the pre-market, what do I look for on the scanners? I look for stocks that have the bigger percentage gainers. So I'm looking at that stock that have bigger movement within the entire US stock market. The news are fresh. They renew this news today. Volume are increasing. People are buying it. You see that if the stock is the buy price, sell price is $5, buy price is around 490, 495. Not that the sell price is $5 and then you have people willing to buy it at four. Those percentage, um, uh, the difference is so high that you don't see any volume. But when there's volume, it's always easy for you to uh, jump in and take advantage of it. The price you always above yesterday's close. Yesterday, the stock price was $2, right? Why should I be trading it above $2, below $2, under $1? No, many people are not going to see it. So we want it above $2, 2.20, 2.50. This is where new buyers, new traders are willing to put their markets in. And then the last one, and I will say that you have to have a clear pre-market high. Let's say before the market opened, this stock traded up to $5, right? Now, if you're going to trade this stock in when the market open, you want to make sure that the stock has come back to break the pre-market high, which is 5. So you're looking at 5.20, 5.10, and all those things. But what I will say for the last, if there's no news plus weak volume, it's just equal to avoiding. You don't have fresh news. The number of people that are buying are so weak that you don't see it moving like in a split second. You just have to stay away and then let that stock play. There's always going to be a new stock that's going to happen. So this is just the beginning of what I'm going to teach. There is going to be time that I will show like real life trading, no BS. You see what I'm losing, what I'm winning, some of the things that I look for, and then we can go deep about what I just gave you today. So I would say thank you for watching. And again, my name is Solomon. My trading account is TradeSmart202 on YouTube, and on Facebook is Solomon Brown. On TikTok, you have TradeSmart, and also I have the Power Brief. Sometimes I do a little bit of politics, but trading is we want to do politics, but at the same time we have to gain our pocket. Thank you very much for watching.